Hi, today we're going to talk about wrist mobility. A lot of my golfers have wrist issues. It's the number one injury to knock a golfer out of the game from a competitive perspective, and it's really important to keep your wrists healthy. So today we're going to talk about wrist extension. There are two exercises that work really well for developing more and maintaining the wrist extension that you have, because as you play golf, our wrists go through a lot of abuse, and they can get kind of tight, especially on heavy practice sessions. So it's important to stretch and also work on active mobility for the elbow. So the first exercise is going to be a really basic wrist stretch that hopefully you've seen before. If not, today's the first time. That's great. One thing you should know is none of the stretches should create sharp pain. It should be more of a pulling pain or more of a stretching pain. So I want you to keep that in mind when doing this and have fun with it. And remember to hold the stretch for at least a minute. If you can get it out to like 2-3 minutes, that's good to do. Okay. So you're going to take your right hand and you're going to turn your palm up. You're going to take your left hand and put it over the top. And you're just going to pull your fingers down towards the ground. You can kind of see I'm shooting for a 90-degree angle at the wrist. Okay, I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold it for, like I said, at least a minute. And you're going to feel the stretch really through the kind of the top part of the forearm. And it should be really good. The next stretch is more of a dynamic mobility exercise in a way, and it's going to help you improve elbow mobility and wrist mobility at the same time. So you take your hands, you're going to put them together in front of you like this, and then you're going to slowly rotate your fingers toward your chest. And if you really want to, what you want to watch here is your elbow position. So if you have good flexibility in your wrists and your elbows, you'll be able to keep your forearms parallel to the ground like this. If you're really tight, you'll end up kind of cheating your elbows down a little bit like that, okay? And the other thing you'll notice is that the heels of your hand will come apart. All right, so I really want you to press your hands together hard. And if you have limited wrist mobility, if you don't have that 90-degree motion, let's say you have 45 degrees, so when you bend your hand back, it only goes a little ways, then I do want you to start with your elbows down a little bit and just press as hard as you can and slowly work your hands down until you get to that point where you can't go down any further and still keep the heels of your hands together. So what you're doing here is you're pressing the heels of your hands together, you're pressing your pinkies together, you're pressing your ring finger, your middle finger, your index finger, and your thumb. Everything is pressing together really hard. You're activating your chest, then you're going to turn your fingers in towards your chest, and then you're going to turn them out away from the body, while maintaining all of that pressure. So all points of contact, super tight, firing that chest up. Roll your wrist back and forth like this. Take it to the point where you can't go any further. Keep those heels together, heels of your hands together, I should say. Continue to do this. Again, we're going for a minute. And if you notice, I'm not going fast. I'm going real slow, feeling a good stretch in my forearm, good stretch in the wrist, no pain. Okay, the key is no pain. Have fun with those two stretches. I would do them before practice for sure, and before a round of golf, but you can do them as much as you want during the day. So have fun, enjoy the exercise, and comment below if you have any questions.